Hey everyone, the name is Kris Barocsi. Welcome to Gear Corner. Now you've seen the title of the video, so you know that we're talking about brand new EMG pickups. And they're just not any new pickups by EMG, but the JMaster system, these Jazzmaster pickups, plus the whole electronics, and as a matter of fact, the pickguard. So I have to be honest, I was a little bit skeptical. Like, I was really looking forward to trying this out when I got the message, like if I'm interested in testing it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I am definitely interested because I love EMG pickups and they do certain things so well. But I was like, Jazzmaster pickups? Yeah, sure, I want to try it, but I was not sure if I will love it. Then the guitar arrived, I plugged it in and checked out the upper bout, like these controls. And man, these make this guitar so tweakable and so versatile. Ridiculous. The first thing I wanted to check out on this guitar is if you can still get a proper traditional Jazzmaster tone out of it, because that's something that I'm pretty sure all Jazzmaster fans are keen on having. Like, you have to get that tone, that really nice and warm and pretty neck pickup sound, the clear, beautiful, transparent middle position, and that surfy kind of awesome bridge pickup sound, and you absolutely can. So if you have both of these controls away from you, they're on zero and they don't do anything, neither does the switch. So you just actually have your master tone and volume, these two, plus the three-way toggle, and everything works as usual. Like, however you would use your lower bout sort of master controls of your Jazzmaster, that's exactly what you're getting here. we're talking about an active system, pickup system here, which is not a big surprise if we're talking about EMG pickups and everything in electronics. They have the 9-volt battery here at the back. This is an easy mod. If you bring your guitar to a luthier or guitar tech, they can do this. If you have some experience with woodworking and have a router, you can do that as well. You can buy these compartments as well. Or you can also make place for that 9-volt battery under the pickguard. Like if you just route like a little compartment under the pickguard, you can put the battery there, and then you don't have to open it up somewhere at the back or wherever. The pickups are Alnico 5 magnet pickups, and the controls probably, I didn't open it, but I'm pretty sure have the usual 25K low impedance pods, which always work best for active electronics. Now up here, this is really cool. And it's a little confusing first because the switch is not like an A-B switch. So it's not like if it's in down position, then these are active. And if you switch it up, then these are active. That would be normal for Jazzmasters. This works in a different way. These are always in the circuit, these controls, but if you have them away from you, they are in zero and they don't do anything. Like the sound basically only comes from this segment of the guitar. Now, if you turn these up, certain things will happen. This one only has one feature, and this one has 2 different voicings or different types of boost, and you choose which one is active with that switch. Let's start with this up position of the little toggle switch. In that setting, if the switch is up, this is a full range boost. So it's something that you would have on your board. You could have like a booster, a full range booster, clean booster without any clipping, whatever, on your pedal board, just to give you a bit more drive if you're playing an overdriven amp or an overdrive pedal behind that boost. You can also use it as like a volume boost if you're playing a clean sound, right? So it doesn't clip, it's not an overdrive or something. It just gives you the option of just boosting the guitar signal without changing the EQ curve of what's coming out of it. If you flick the switch down, this first control is not a full range boost anymore, but an SPC presence control, which sounds fancy. What it really is a very broad mid-range boost, really. So it's really cool if you want to make these single coils sound a bit more like P90s or even humbuckers. It's that kind of mid-range. It's a very soft mid-hump, and it just really sweetens up your tone. And then there's another control. This one right here always has the same feature wherever this switch is. So this only changes the function of the first control. The second one always remains the same, and that is this expander, this high and low frequency booster, pretty much, which makes the guitar just sound wider and just prettier and sparklier and fuller and everything. So it leaves the mid-range where it is and just gives more of that smiley face EQ curve, like more low end, more top end. You can use this EXG Expander. That's its official name. You can use this for some really sweet, sparkly, clean tones. Also for like bluesy, slightly overdriven stuff. And of course, if you just want to have like a really big high gain tone, you just dial in the right amount of lows and highs to give your chords the bigness with the low end and the articulation. It's just such a nice thing that you can decide on pushing the mids, the highs and lows, or all the frequencies if this is in the up position, and then your first control is a full range clean boost. It's so damn versatile. It's ridiculous. And then I really cannot point out a style like, okay, it's only going to be usable if you are into high gain stuff, or only going to be awesome if you're into surf music or jazz or whatever it is, alternative rock. You can make these work and sort of expand the capabilities of a Jazzmaster in whichever style you are playing at the moment. My thoughts, my first impressions of the JMaster system. I was a little bit skeptical when I heard of this coming out. It was like, okay, I'm sure it's going to be awesome, but will this turn a Jazzmaster into like a really cool high-gain guitar and that's pretty much it? Or is it going to be very special for people who don't like Jazzmaster sounds? They just like the shape and they want to make the guitar sound very different, like radically different compared to the traditional sounds you can get out of it. And it's none of those things. I mean, think about all the awesome Strat or HSS players. Luke, back in the days, only used EMG, Mark Knopfler, etc. Like really cool single coil players who just hate hum. And they wanted to have a really good sounding hum-free guitar with single coil pickups. EMG was always one of my top recommendations for that. Like if someone really hates hum but wants a proper single coil sound, those single coil pickups EMG has and sells forever, like since the 80s. Those are just one of the greatest, most natural sounding single coils. So I'm not really surprised that these Allen Echo 5 Jazzmaster pickups just sound amazing. I'm just really glad that they went for a very, very usable system that appreciates the traditional tones and puts a couple of really cool stuff on top of that. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the JMaster system. I'm really surprised in the best possible way. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing your thoughts on this system. And yeah, see you in the next video next week. And as told, meet you down there in the comments. I'll be back. Bye bye.